of my 365-day journey of embracing the queen within and living aligned and crowned. How are y'all doing tonight? Come on, come on, come on into the space. I am here and I remember. And I'm just waiting for y'all. So yes, come on into the room, come on into the space. I'm prepping these cards for us today. It has been a very, very, very eventful day. Putting in the work, y'all. That's what I've been doing as I have been adjusting my crown in the process. Yes, I have been doing that because my, the way the world shows up and the way our minds continue to expand in this limitless experience, what is it that you are creating? What is it that you are wanting to create? That's my motto. Knowing that we have more than enough, okay? More than enough. More than enough to do what we need to do, be who we need to be, and prepare for where we're going, okay? That one flipped over in the middle of the deck, so I had to go get it. But yes, we are here and we remember. As you know, I normally go in and pull 7 cards, and then we just come back and see what these 7 cards have to say. Today is the blue galactic hand. Oh, the lovers again. We got a lot of fire energy or orange energy coming through. A lot of passion, right? Oh, we got some more hearts. Oh, 2 cards here. Filling up our cups. Balancing again in this orange energy. Feeling the heartbreak, but moving up, keeping our hearts tender in the process. We need one more card, please. Just one more. One more. All right. Booyah. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So we have our 7 cards here. We're going to tap into this energy and just see what it has to say. Ooh, I like the way it's set up on the table here because it's making a picture of coming from heartache into our abundance. Those were the last 2 cards pulled. And then we also have some contrast here. As above, so below. And right under that card is Boo, our 10 of Pentacles, okay? So 2 of Pentacles to 10 of Pentacles, that feels really, really good to me. So really coming into and starting out with the having more than enough. So really, I'm going to sit in this energy really quick as I look at all of the cards. We're going to read them from top to bottom, and then from bottom to top, okay? Just with the story and the energy that we have here. All right. We're going to go with this. We have more than enough. We have what we need to make things happen, to make shifts happen. We have all that we need to make shifts happen. We have to plan, though. We have to plan and prepare as we move forward into the spaces and the relationships and the things that we love to do. Pouring our hearts from a full cup. Filling our hearts, feeling what's in our hearts, feeling what's leading us to do the things that we need to do, and following that. Bringing it as above, so below. And allowing our hearts to remain tender in the flow. Because the end of it all is that 10 of Pentacles. That is abundance. That is more than enough. That is not having to do too much to have all that we need, okay? So we're going to read into this energy after we pull an Ancestors card. Just one. Because we want to see what the ancestor energy is that supports this reading to kind of give us a little bit more insight as to what this is really trying to tell us and get us focused in on the overall message. Boom. We had this come out yesterday in the other deck, which is the High Priestess, okay? The High Priestess energy, intuition and knowingness. And this is a season of knowing. And I was saying before, today is the day of the blue galactic hand. As you guys know, I have spoken about me being the blue electric hand. And this is where we're going to start. We're going to start on the bottom and find our way to the top. So what does this High Priestess energy of intuition and knowing want us to know for today? I've been battling a couple of things, but you know, as I've been battling it, I've also been opening up to just being, learning to flow, learning to grow, glow, and flow, you know, because that's what we do. We grow, we glow, and we flow. And this is our time to do it all. So, the High Priestess in the Secrets of the Ancestors deck says, my intuition is my direct channel to the divine spirit. My intuition is my direct channel to divine spirit. This is really good because I've been tapping in a lot lately. Just saying, you know, what feels right? Because that's where the gut feelings, the heart feelings, the things that say, yes, this is something I want to do, show up. Greetings, 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 y'all. Welcome into the space. We are starting the reading, starting from the bottom to the top, as we always do. So we're starting with the High Priestess energy, which says, my intuition is a direct channel to divine spirit. And I was saying, this is something that I've been tapping into a lot lately. It's just the divine spirit, the divine essence, and how it's leading and guiding me along my path and following the feels. How does it make me feel? Does it make me feel like I want to keep doing it? Or does it not feel good? I'm reminded of Abraham Hicks. If you haven't followed her, she's on YouTube, a beautiful, beautiful channel. And she talks about follow the feel good. If it feels good, do more of it. If it doesn't feel good, stop. And now I'm finding myself in that balance right now. A lot of things have not been feeling so good. And I've constantly kind of been like pressing to keep going. And it's like, I said I surrender, but I'm just going to go with the flow, but it still has me in that same vibration. So the knowing that I know is like, I don't know. The knowing that I know is, I don't know, you know, but I do know. I know that it doesn't really feel 100% aligned. So in that space, I'm like, you know, yesterday I was talking, am I shimmying or am I feeling a little shaky? I'm a shimmy and shake at the same time. Shimmy and shake right now because that's where I am. And, you know, we get to be there too. So I'm going to read the ancestral medicine for the High Priestess and just see if that gives us a little more clarity. It says, the ancestral medicine says, greetings, 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 welcome in. The ancestral medicine for the High Priestess today says, honor your sensitivities. Be honest with yourself and others. Allow your intuition to guide you on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, unlocking profound insight along the way. I'm going to ring the bell on that one because that's deep. That's deep right there. Because I definitely can say that I haven't been honoring myself in the way that I'm moving. Because my movements is like, based on one thing or another. And what came up was, are you honoring yourself in the way that you show up, or are you trying to honor someone else? And then another thing that came up today was that if you are only working your job for money, you are a slave. That didn't settle well with me. Because oftentimes I've been saying, oh, I'm only doing this job because I need the money. but I don't want to be a slave either. So, yeah, I would rather do this all day long and truly make a profit. I would rather coach and train and teach and do speaking engagements and make a profit that is sustainable for my worth. And I can do that too. But I be getting a little shaky, y'all. I really, truly be getting a little shaky. So this is me developing that skill of being able to speak in public, being able to be seen, being able to relay a message, and truly living aligned and crowned with myself. Ashe. So I'm going to read this ancestral medicine one more time as we dive into the rest of the reading, okay? So it says, honor your sensitivity. Be honest with yourself and others. Allow your intuition to guide you on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, unlocking profound insights along the way. I'm here for it, y'all. Let's go. We here, I'm here. I already have committed to this 365-day journey. I'm only on day 25, and look, I'm feeling mighty alive. So let's tap in. What comes next? Booyah. Show me the money, baby. Or show me the material growth. Show me the abundance. Let me see myself show up and receive all that I've already planted in this space of 10 of Pentacles. So we're going to go into the book for the 10 of Pentacles. Happy life, happy soul. Having everything you want unfold. Okay? That's what we're doing with the 10 of Pentacles. Everything that I want is unfolding, and I am truly here for it, okay? So it says, I am successful and I share my wealth with those I love. I am successful and I share my wealth with those I love. And this is where it's at, y'all, because it started from the bottom, and then we gonna end here, which says we have more than enough for more than enough. So let's go. Let's see what we going through in the process. So I am successful and I share my wealth with those I love. Holding that vibration, right? Holding that frequency of I'm successful whether I work for money or not. I'm successful just for being who I am. I'm successful because I have been sent with a divine message as the oracle messenger to create and to expand on my creation, as I have in writing those books, Living Aligned and Crowned, Embracing the Queen Within, all of it straight from the heart. Shot to the heart, and you're too late. You give love a bad name. I don't know where that came from, but that's what I'm feeling like. If I'm not aligning with my truth, I'm giving love a bad name because it doesn't resonate with me. That's where my heart feels like, nah, that ain't really where I want to be. That's not really what I really want to do. That's really not what I thought and intended we were going to be doing. And it's kind of making me feel a little shaky, baby. But I'm a shimmy. I'm a shimmy. I'm a shimmy in that. Let's see what this Three of Swords says. Three of Swords. When we are blinded, when our hearts have been taken on a ride, what do? Three of Swords? What's the word? What's the word on the streets from the Three of Swords? I gotta get there first, y'all. Okay. Three of Swords says, booyah. My heart remains tender and open. My heart remains tender and open. So yeah, I am tenderly opening to all the possibilities and all of the abundance and all of my success, even as I show up here every day on TikTok. This is just the beginning, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I get to juggle, or that I get to bring balance from the things I see above, bringing them down into this manifestation, this reality, Two of Pentacles. What am I working with? How am I balancing that which I'm working with? Even as my heart remains open. Because I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. But the blue hand does know. And she accomplishes. And she is guided by magic. So let's see the magic. I'm ready for it to unfold. You know, you can do magic. Da-dum-dum. You can have anything your heart desires. Magic. Boom, boom, boom. That's where we at. We're doing magic, y'all. We bringing in the magical manifestations in the motions of the matrix as we bring some balance. As above, so below. Bringing in our success. Bringing in this Ten of Pentacles experience. Calling it forth now. Because it's here. It says, I create an equilibrium in my life that allows me to be my best. What allows me to be my best? Showing up for me. Showing up for me. Doing the things that feel good. And right now, some things that I'm being called to do don't feel too good. But I've been forcing, kind of, seeing if I can do it by continuing to move forward. But ultimately, I got to keep my cup full. I got to fill my cup. Keep my cup full. Because the high priestess is telling me that you know what you're supposed to be doing. Which is this. Which is part of it, which is not working in a way that makes me feel less than, used, abused, and taken advantage of, but definitely coming into a place of love and filling my heart's cup with the things I love to do. So this playing with my little girl is part of it. So we're going to go into the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups says, my heart is open and filled with love. Kind of like this. Even though it was broken, let's look at that contrast, y'all. Boom. It says, my heart remains open and tender. My heart remains open and tender. And then this one says, my heart is opened and filled with love. Okay? So follow the love. Follow the love frequency. And the next card is the Lovers. Okay? I don't remember what the Lovers was telling us last time, but it wasn't so good. It feels so much better now. It feels so much. This is the third card since the first time it was pulled, and they was like ripping me a new one. But now it feels good. This one feels good. Partnering, getting in relationships, allowing those things that support you to come into manifestation. You know, doing what you love to do and also receiving all that is available to you. So the Lovers. The Lover says, dang, my heart is so open. I've been drinking a lot of cacao lately also. So that might be why my heart is so open. Wow. My heart is open to deeply meaningful relationships. And I expand into this union with loving trust. My heart remains open to deeply meaningful relationships. And I expand into this union with loving trust. So what union, what relationships am I needing to open my heart to? And what other relationships may I need to just walk away from? As we were talking about that yesterday, walking away from the things that no longer serve. Oftentimes, my wanting to be of use to other people, wanting to have those people-pleasing behaviors, oftentimes put me in a space where I'm doing things even though I know it doesn't feel right, because I'm doing it out of obligation to someone else. When it comes down to me, it's like that doesn't align. It's not aligning. So now, am I honoring my boundaries? Am I honoring those things that I've put in place to do what I'm supposed to do. Ooh, that's where it comes to this. The wand energy, you know, that's all fire and desire. That's my energy. 2 of Wands says, you're looking, I see my future. It looks really, really bright. But have I planned? Have I planned where it is I would like to take flight? Have I planned where it is I would like to go with this? Have I really initiated utilizing my skills, talents, and abilities to do the things that do feel good, that are in alignment with my highest vibration? So 2 of Wands, let's see what that says. 2 of Wands. The world is filled with opportunities for adventure, and I welcome them into my life with planned action. As I sat here pondering that, it's like a lot of things were not planned, that I find myself coming into trying to fix it. And it's like, but that wasn't part of the plan. That wasn't part of my plan. So am I honoring my plan as I enter into the world? Because the world is filled with opportunities for adventure, and I welcome them into my life with planned action. So now I got to get back to working my plan. What is it that I want to do? What is it that I see myself doing? And how am I moving forward in doing that so that I can be able to provide for myself, having more than enough, and in generosity be able to give to others out of my abundance, again, out of the overflow of my heart, out of the overflow of my heart, not out of the obligation and the crushingness of, oh my God, I got to make it happen. No, but out of the overflow. This is that contrast, again, found here. As above, so below. The yin and the yang. What am I really doing? Am I honoring myself in the process to bring forth the Pentacles? Ashe, as we ended with the 10 of Pentacles. So we'll start with the last card, the 4 of Pentacles, that we will read into. What did the 4 of Pentacles say? I live an abundant life, and I have more than I need. I'm going to ring the bell on that. I give thanks that I live an abundant life and I have more than I need. So even in that, you know, we don't have to chase. We attract. We magnetically bring forth those things that are in resonance with us to help us live our most abundant life now. It shouldn't be a force. It shouldn't be a fight. It should just flow. And know that everything is going to be all right. Ashe? So even as I'm setting up for tomorrow's experience, not knowing what's going to happen with that, but just like knowing that, you know what? Some things are not mine, not my battle. The battle is the Lord's in this case. And I'm not the Lord of that situation, so it's not mine. I just come in to be of service. Be of service. And again, the card that shows up, confirming the lovers in the relationships, okay? So what does it say about the relationships that I said I often find myself being a people pleaser, often find myself doing stuff for other people in obligation, even if it doesn't feel 100% right? What does it tell us? It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good, or my higher good. Yes. So in that space, it's like, is this serving my highest good, or is it taking from my highest good? That is something to dive a little deeper in. And we haven't went into the book on the Soul's Journey cards lately. So I'm going to go into the book on the Soul's Journey for relationships and just read a little bit more about that, because yeah, that's something I'm struggling with right now as we speak, because my heart is like, man, this don't feel right. But my obligation again, let me shake on that. We should never work through obligation. We should work through flow and joy, and just because we want to do it. And I'm not feeling like I want to do some things. So it says, when someone appears in your life, you must see what is not resolved or whole in the person and understand the lesson he or she brings home to you. You draw others to you like magnets. I just said that. Wow. In order to learn various aspects of yourself. The people you have close relationships with on earth are usually members of your family. You have chosen to incarnate together to help each other learn lessons, even though it may not seem that way to you, now. Once a lesson is learned, don't be surprised if the person fades away. People are in your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. I give thanks for this reading. I give thanks for the information that was received as we are tapping into the energy of living our best life now. We were meant to succeed, following our intuition and our knowing, allowing our hearts to remain open as we balance the energies of the things that our heart is showing us, moving into a place of love, having relationships that serve us in love. Not only are we serving them, they are serving us, as we understand that the world is limitless with possibilities, and that we have more than enough. We have more than what we need right now to live our most abundant life. This was good. This is good. So I am surrendering in this space, knowing that everything is happening according to my good, and everything is always working out for me. Always working out for me. Everything is working out for me, working out for me, working out for me. Everything is working out for you. Everything is working out for you. Everything was working out for you, for you, for you, for you. So, as we have spoken before, I am your holistic self-care coach and soul guide, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. So until next time, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and follow our Circle of Sister Table Talks. If you have not already, check us out and like and subscribe so that we can go into doing more of these lives and bringing in guests to really expand this opportunity to sit at the table, because we are worthy. You are the queen of your experience, if no one has told you that. You are the king of your experience, if no one hasn't told you that. So, until next time, I'm your soul sister, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Ashe, ashe, asheo. I'm going to give it a few more minutes just because I want to make sure I get all my time in on this divine day. And also remind you guys that we are doing the Madly in Love with Me starting in February. So also be on the lookout for that. If you haven't joined, if you would like to join, please just tap in and we can make it happen. You know, be on the lookout. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, doing the same thing, tapping into my inner child, tapping into my divine queen, and really allowing myself to see the things that maybe I don't see, to understand maybe the things that I am yet to understand. Because I haven't had the experience. So the more I get this experience to go live as I'm doing it 365 days for this year, and we are on day number 25. So until next time, again, until next time, keep your crown straight, okay? That's all I gotta say. Straighten your crown, straighten your crown, straighten your crown. Peace and love.